Hey, Raphael here from midgridracing.com. Let's talk about some Formula One news. So first, let's start off with some news about Bernie's mother-in-law. Turns out that CNN.com is reporting that Bernie's helicopter pilot has been arrested in connection with a kidnapping. So Sky Sports is asking the question that all of us have been asking: what happened to Ferrari? CNET.com has this really interesting article about what it takes to get inside Ferrari's program to race their cars. They go into detail about the different types of programs that they have, about pay to play, the training, what kind of racing support you can get, and even including that you can become a Formula One cliente, which means that you can buy an old Formula One car of theirs, nothing newer than 2 years old. But yeah, you can actually buy one of their used cars and race them. Speaking of Ferrari, Toto Wolff is saying that he misses the opportunity for Ferrari to race Mercedes, and actually so do we. Lewis Hamilton talks about how he likes to stay busy. This is on skysports.com. He also goes on to say that last year's summer break was the best break ever. DunyanNews.tv talks about how Lewis Hamilton would like to increase his lead over Rosberg in the second half of the season. And then a little bit about this came out yesterday. This is on autoweek.com. It turns out that the deal with that developer that sued Hamilton over the villa in Granada has something to do with his breakup with Nicole Scherzinger. Apparently the house was designed for Hamilton and Nicole, and after they split up, Lewis did not want to complete the house, and the builder had a different opinion. On to Williams news. Felipe Massa thinks that in-season rule changes are not good for the sport. They're saying people have to adjust midway. Teams are not necessarily all prepared to handle the changes at the same time, and it also confuses the spectators. And speaking of Williams wants Jenson Button, but they are not willing to sit around and wait, just in case JB does not want to jump over to Williams. DK, Danny Kvyat, according to motorsport.com, has finally admitted that getting pushed out of Red Bull and back to Toro Rosso took the joy out of racing for him. And speaking of sponsors doing crappy things to their drivers, Checo is not necessarily in a similar position, but he is in the position where his sponsors are trying to determine whether or not he remains with Force India. Force India says that they have a deal with him through the end of 2017, but apparently there's an exit clause, and if the driver, or rather I should say if the driver's sponsors decide that the driver needs to go to a different larger team, for instance, the driver has to go where the sponsors go. Such is the nature of Formula One. Seb apparently testing out the waters in case his time at Ferrari doesn't quite work out the way that he wants it to. Took a job, traded jobs with a paramedic, and yeah, apparently he had a good time. And proving that Formula One skills are portable beyond just the world of racing, a Formula One aerodynamicist has started baking croissants, and apparently the croissants are really delicious. Check out the article on munchies.vice.com for more details. Red Bull got in on the action for testing the 2017 tires over at Mugello, and yesterday we reported that Ferrari had tested the tires, and so now today it's Red Bull's turn. Eurosport.com continues that Sauber is supposed to have a brand new front wing on the car for Spa. New Zealand Formula One driver and F1 legend Chris Amon has died at the age of 73. He was largely considered to be the best driver to have never won a Formula One race. He died in New Zealand, and as I said, he was 73. And last but not least, today is August the 3rd. It is Jules Bianchi's birthday. Jules, we miss you, buddy. Miss seeing you on the track. I'm pretty sure that if you were driving this year's Maynard car, you would be unstoppable, dude. You would make Pascal Wehrlein look like Rio Haryanto. But that's a story for another day. So thank you guys for watching. This is Raphael from midgridracing.com. Make sure you go to midgridracing.com for links to all of these articles that we just discussed and more. Thanks for watching.